एक्सक्यूज मी मॅम, तुमचा आवाज नाही येत आहे, माइक ऑफ आहे.
Hello, now is it clear?
येस मॅम.
Oh, sorry, shall I repeat it again then?
येस मॅम.
Okay, so as I was saying that we are having, we are discussing about it. Pradeep, please mute yourself. Hello, Pradeep. Please mute yourself. Okay, so we are discussing about encoder, which is a 8:3 encoder. So here um, we have 8 input lines and then 3 output lines. So depending on at which input line we are having high logic, so that will represent what will be our output. So that means if D0 is at high logic level, then output will be 0, 0, 0. If D7 is at high logic level, then output will be 1, 1, 1. So depending on this, at which input line we are having the active input, so that will represent our output. So here, at that time, all other lines will be uh, at inactive. Okay, that means all other lines that will be inactive. Only one line will be active in a encoder circuitry. So here, this is the truth table that we were discussing. So here, when D0 is at one logic level, output will be 0, 0, 0. That time, all other inputs are at 0 logic level. So here, when D1 is at high, output will be 0, 0, 1. Then when D2 is at high, output will be 0, 1, 0. D3 is high, then output will be 0, 1, 1, and so on. So when D4 is at high logic level, all others are at 0. So output will be 1, 0, 0. So what will be the next? So we will get this type of truth table here. Okay. So from this, we have to write now. We are going to discuss about here in this case data flow modeling. That means whatever truth table we have, we will from that we will write its Boolean expression. So whenever we are writing a Boolean expression for x, that will be when this x will is at a high logic level. When D4 is high, then D5, D6 and D7. So that means x is equal to D4 plus D5 plus D6 plus D7. Y is equal to then what will be Y?
D2, D3, D6, D7.
D2 plus D3 plus D6 plus D7. And then Z that is equal to D1 plus D3 plus D5 plus D7. Okay. So these are the equations that we are getting for the outputs of encoder circuitry. Now from this, we will write its VHDL code. Okay. So as you know, as usual, as whenever we are writing any code, so we need to first declare library and then we need to declare entity. So that first thing we will do here. So here we will have library. So this is the VHDL code that we are going to write for this circuit. So we need to first declare library IEEE. Then it is now we need to declare or add package. So I use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore 1164 dot all. Okay. So this is the library declaration that is over. And after that, we are going to declare entity. So entity will give the name to this entity as a ENC. Is okay. You can give any name. Is okay. Then need to declare ports. Port. So how many input ports are there? 8. So D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Okay, as this line is over, so I'll continue here, colon, and then in. Okay. You can use a type that is a bit or std underscore logic. Any, so for this program, I'll just say this as a bit. Okay. कुठलाही तुम्ही लिहू शकता, बिट टाइप वापरू शकता किंवा std अंडरस्कोर लॉजिक वापरू शकता. इट इज अ गुड प्रॅक्टिस टू यूज std अंडरस्कोर लॉजिक, कारण त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला जास्ती लॉजिक लेवल्स मिळतात. ओके, बट स्टील वी कॅन यूज हिअर. आपल्याकडे फक्त आता 0 आणि 1 मध्ये डेटा असणार आहे, तो आपण बिट वापरलं तरी चालणार आहे. म्हणून या प्रोग्रामसाठी मी लिहिते की बिट टाइप वापरतोय. ओके, सो देन आउटपुट्स दॅट इज अ एक्स, वाय, झेड, देन आउटपुट अँड इट इज ऑल्सो ऑफ अ बिट टाइप. फक्त टाइप डिक्लेअर करताना लक्षात ठेवायचं की आपण जो तुमचं आउटपुट हे प्रॉपरली टाइप, म्हणजे डेटा टाइप प्रॉपरली तुम्ही लिहिलेला असला पाहिजे, अदरवाइज इट विल गेट एरर्स. ओके, सो ॲज दिस VHDL लँग्वेज इज अ स्ट्रॉंगली टाइप लँग्वेज, म्हणजे तिथे प्रत्येक डेटा टाइप हा प्रॉपरली मेन्शन केला असेल तरच तुम्हाला आउटपुट मिळणार आहे. सो तुम्हाला तो प्रॉपरली मेन्शन करावा लागेल. ओके, देन end of this entity. So as the name given ENC, so I have ended this entity. Okay, now after this we need to write architecture. I'll give the name as an encoder 83. So that is a 8:3 encoder. So for this of ENC is, okay, and then we have to go with the begin statement. Okay, so begin. Okay, this dot should not be there, just by mistake I have written that. So begin. After that, as we have the equations for this x, that is assigned to, okay, D4 or D5 or D6 or D7. Okay, then y is assigned to D2 or D3 or D6 or D7. Semicolon should be there after each end of the statement, and then z that is assigned to D1 plus, sorry, that should be or. Okay, remember that whenever we are saying a plus sign, that means we are oring. Okay, and whenever we have dot, that time we are ANDing the parameters. So whenever there is a plus sign, you need to write or, as this is the operator which is present in a VHDL. Okay, so this is the logical operator present here. So we need to D1 or D3 or D5 or D7. Okay, and then end of this encoder. End of this architecture. So this is the code for encoder, which is 8:3 encoder that we have taken example. Okay, is there any doubt? लक्षात आलं सगळ्यांच्या काय केलं ते?
Yes, ma'am. कळालं.
Okay. Now, the another circuitry that we are going to discuss, that is a decoder. Now, what is mean by decoder?
It is a combinational circuit which is used to decode the encoded data.
Okay, it is a combinational circuit. That is the one thing. And it does the job which is exactly opposite to encoder. That means here, if we have n lines of input, then it is converted into 2 raised to n lines of output. In a encoder, if we have 2 raised to n lines, then they are encoded into n number of lines of output. So इथे काय असणार आहे, exactly opposite output we are getting. So these n number of input lines that are decoded into 2 raised to n lines of output. So now again for this we will take example of 3 raised to 8 decoder. आता जे आपण एक्झाम्पल पाहिलं त्याच्या एक्झॅक्टली अपोजिट आपण आता बघणार आहे की आपल्याकडे 3 इनपुट्स असणार आहेत आणि मग 8 आउटपुट मध्ये आपण ते कन्वर्ट करणार आहे. ओके, सो दॅट मीन्स वी हॅव द सर्किट which has 3 input lines, suppose X, Y and Z. So as these are the 3 input lines, so n number of input lines that are converted into 2 raised to n, that means it will be converted into 8. Okay, so these are the 8. Input lines, and then we have the outputs. Let us say y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6 and y7. Okay, so depending on what is the input present here, okay, so only one line will be active for this output of the decoder. Okay, so that means if we have the truth table of this circuit, we have the inputs that are X, Y and Z and the outputs that are Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6 and Y7. Okay, so suppose input is 0, 0, 0, then only this first output, that is a Y0, will be active and others will be inactive. Okay, if input is 0, 0, 1, then Y1 in output line will be active, so others will be inactive. Okay, and so on, we will get the output here. This is the truth table of this 3s to 8 decoder. Okay, now here when this y0 is active, that means when we are getting a y0, whenever all 3 this inputs are at a 0, that means we get y0 whenever there is a, if we write this in equation for y0 in terms of SOP, then it will be like a x bar y0 y bar z bar. Okay, so that means we will get this y0 that is equal to x bar y bar z bar. Okay, y1 will be equal to that. What will be y1?
X bar, Y bar, Z.
X bar, Y bar, Z. Y2 will be equal to
X bar, Y, Z bar.
X bar, Y, Z bar. Y3, What will be y3?
X bar Y Z.
X bar Z.
Y4?
X Y bar Z bar.
X Y bar Z.
Y5?
X Y bar Z.
Y6?
X Y bar Z bar.
X Y Z bar.
Y7?
X Y Z.
Yes. So we have these expressions for each of this output. Okay. So using these expressions, we are now going to write a VHDL code. Okay. So first of all, we will again for this VHDL code, we will write a data flow modeling code here. So first, let us declare library. So library IEEE. Then we are going to add package. So IEEE.std underscore logic underscore 1164.all and then semicolon. Then after that, we need to declare entity. So entity. Let us give the name that is a DEC is okay, and then port. So here we have three inputs X, comma, Y, comma, Z. All these are of input type and all these are of bit type. Okay. Then we have 8 output, that is a Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6, Y7. All are of out type and out mode and bit type. Okay. So here we have completed this. So complete the bracket and then after that there will be semicolon. Okay. Then after this we need to end this entity. So end. Excuse me. Okay. After this, now what is the next task? We need to declare architecture. Okay. Architecture of decoder 38. Okay. Remember that whenever you are giving the name, there should not be any space in between. So you can have the letters as well as digits that you can, alphabets and digits that you can use in this, and one more special character that is a underscore that you can use while giving the name. Okay, but digit cannot be your first letter. So here decoder create, that is the name that I have given to this entity of DEC is. Okay, then begin. Now, what will be the expression that will be present in this architecture body?
मॅम सगळे एक्सप्रेशन Y0 इज इक्वल टू Y1 इज इक्वल टू.
ओके. प्रत्येक एक्सप्रेशन म्हणजे प्रत्येक आउटपुटला आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल? एक्सप्रेशन असाइन करून घ्यावं लागेल. सो Y0 that will be assigned to. Okay. Remember that this less than or equal to sign, that is important. That means that it assigns the value, the result of whatever expression you are writing to this variable. Okay. Now this is the variable that is going to change. Now whenever you are writing this expression, so you need to have this statement. So this is Y0. Now for Y0 we have the statement like X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Okay. So X bar, that means you are complementing X. So here you should write as a not X. Okay. Then as it is a X bar, Y bar, Z bar, that means there is an ANDing operation between X bar, Y bar and Z bar. Okay. So here there should be AND. After that again not Y. and not Z. Okay. Now here, I uh, okay. Amruta is trying to enter in this session, but I'm not able to admit her. So let us continue. So here we have y0 that is assigned to not x and not y and not z. Remember that whenever you are using logical operations, you need to use these logical operator. Okay. So y bar that will be equal to like this. Then y1 that is assigned to not x and not y and z. Okay. At end of each statement, you need to give a semicolon. Y2 that is assigned to not x and y and z. Sorry, z, not z. Okay. Then we have y3 that is assigned to not x and y and z. Y4 that is assigned to x and not y and not z. Then y5 that is assigned to x and not y and z. Y6 that is assigned to x and y and not z. And y7 that is assigned to x and y and z. Okay, then end of this.
Architecture.
Okay.
Decoder 38.
38. Okay, and this is the program for this 3s to 8 decoder using data flow modeling. Okay, so now that we have seen. Okay, is there any doubt about this circuit?
No, ma'am.
ओके, लक्षात आलंय काय केलं आपण की आपण सगळ्यांसाठी इक्वेशन लिहून घेतली काय येणार आहेत ते आणि मग त्या इक्वेशन प्रमाणे आपण प्रोग्राम आपला लिहिलाय. आता तुमच्या लक्षात येत असेल की आपण जर इक्वेशन वापरत असू तर आपल्याला प्रोग्राम लिहिणं जास्त इझी जातं, बरोबर आहे ना? सो जिथे
हो, ma'am.
जिथे शक्य असेल तिकडे तुम्ही बुलियन एक्सप्रेशन्स वापरून प्रोग्राम लिहित चला म्हणजे तुम्हाला जास्ती इझी जाईल. So let us proceed forward. Is there any doubt? Okay. Yesterday I have given one homework, one program that need to be written by you. How many of you have completed that process?
केलाय, ma'am.
Yes, only 2 students that have done it. Otherwise, what about others? बाकी सगळ्यांनी काय केलं? वैष्णवी and Prajakta, only those students have completed this. What about others? Complete this, okay, so that I will understand whether you are understanding or not. तुम्हाला समजते की नाही हे मला त्याच्यावरून लक्षात येईल. जर तुम्हाला काही समजत नसेल, तुम्ही डाउट्स विचारलात तर ते कळेल. ओके, अदरवाइज जस्ट listening these sessions, that will not be useful. You have to actively participate in all these sessions. Okay, so now let us move forward for the another circuitry, that is a comparator. Now, what is mean by comparator?
Comparator is also a combinational circuit which compare the two or more inputs.
Okay. It compares two or more input values and it is a combinational circuit. Yes, that is a correct. So now here, it gives the output in the form of comparison of these input values, isn't it? So that means, suppose we have two inputs, A and B, then it will compare and then it will give the result in the form of whether A is greater than B, A is less than B, or A is equal to B. So in that form, we will get the result. So there are, now if we are comparing two values, so that means there will be two input for the circuitry and there will be three outputs for that comparator circuitry. One which is stating whether A is greater than B, or another one that will state us whether A is less than B, and third one that is stating whether A is equal to B. So that means if we draw block diagram, it will have two inputs, A and B. Okay, and then output, if A is less than B, so we will say this as a LS. Okay, less. Then another in output, that is A greater than B, that means greater. Okay, so
मॅम काहीच दिसत नाही.
okay, is it visible now? Just check.
मैम कैमरा थोड़ा सा पेज थोड़ा सा खाली करा.
Okay. Is it
हा
blur?
मॅम,
दिसतंय आता?
ब्लर आहे थोडं.
आय एम होल्डिंग फोन, मी माझ्या हातात पकडला त्यामुळे माझा हात थोडा जरी हल्ला तरी सुद्धा ते ब्लर होतंय. ओके, आय विल अरेंज समथिंग अनदर इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. ओके, म्हणजे ज्यामुळे ते ब्लर होणार नाही. पण आज थोडंसं आपण ऍडजस्ट करूयात, हरकत नाही ना तुमची?
नाही आहे मॅम काही.
Okay. This is the situation where everyone has to adjust in that situation, isn't it? या सगळ्यामध्ये कोरोनामुळे आपल्याला सगळ्यांनाच ऍडजस्टमेंट करायची गरज आली आहे. तर आपण थोडंसं ऍडजस्ट करूयात. ओके, आता दिसतंय क्लिअर?
हा मॅम.
इट इज ब्लर. ओके, so we have three inputs as I discussed. One is A greater than B, so sorry, A less than B, so I have stated it as a less. Then A greater than B, that is a GR, and then A equal to B, that is EQ. Okay, so I have given these name to these outputs. Okay, now let us have one another input, that is enable. Okay, आता हे enable काय करेल? Then whenever there is a this enable signal is an active high, then only we will get the output. Otherwise, if enable is 0, then we will not get the output. That means it will be enabling this circuit. Okay, so comparator circuitry. So this is just one addition that I have done in the circuit. So this is a enable input pin. Okay, now that means we have three input pins for this comparator circuitry. One is the enable, then another the input A and B, and three outputs LS, GR and EQ. These are the three output for this circuit. Okay. Now, whenever A is greater than B, that time this signal output, that is a GR, will be at an active high. When A is less than B, then LS will be high, and whenever both are of equal magnitude, then A will be equal to B. That means the EQ will be at a high logic level. Okay. So now let us write VHDL code for this. Okay. So for this, we need to first declare library. Then, as usual, we will add the package, that is a IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore 1164 dot all. Okay, but at the same time, in this program, we are going to do certain Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
So, as in this program, we are going to do certain arithmetic operations. That means we are going to compare this. Okay. So, we are going to use arithmetic operator here. So, we are going to add some another packages. So, that is use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore arith dot all semicolon. Okay, this is the one package that we are going to add, and one more package, that is a use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore unsigned dot all. Okay, so we have added these two more packages to this code. Okay, so that we can have errorless output. आपण इथे arithmetic functions पण use करतो आणि unsigned, if there are unsigned numbers that are present, so in that case also we have taken care that by adding these package also. Okay, then after that we need to write entity. So entity, and then let us give the name as a comparator itself. Comparator is, then port declaration, port. We have three inputs, A, B and enable. All these are inputs, and we will use the type, data type as a std underscore logic. Okay, semicolon. Then we have three outputs, LS, GR, EQ. All these are outputs and of the type std underscore logic. We have declared all the ports. So we have completed a bracket and then given the semicolon stating end of this port declaration. After that, there is an end of this entity. So end of comparator. Okay. Then we will start writing architecture for this circuit. Architecture of, okay. Now here we will use behavioral modeling, as we know how this circuit is going to behave depending on our inputs. Okay, so instead of going for other modeling type, we are going for this behavioral modeling. So here we will give the name as a behavioral of comparator is, okay, then beginning of this architecture, so begin. Okay. Now as we are going to use a behavioral modeling, so we need to have a process. Okay, because here whatever we are writing in this process, that will be operated in that process only. Wait for a minute. So we will have the process here, and the sensitivity parameters, that is A, B,
And En.
E. After that, beginning of this process, so begin. Okay. Now here, as we have used enable signal, so we need to have this circuit that to be operated only when enable is present. So we will use the statement if, okay, if enable is equal to 1, then only this circuit will work. Otherwise, this circuit will not work. So enable is equal to 1, then, okay. Now here, again we are going to use if, that means we are going to use nested if A is greater than B. Okay, so we are going to check this whether A is greater than B or not. If it is there, then we will have GR that is assigned to 1. Okay, else if A is less than B, then LS is assigned to 1, or else EQ will be assigned to 1. Okay. Then end of this if statement. Okay. Then else, this is the else for this first if statement. So this is the else end if. Okay, so that means we don't want to process anything if enable is not equal to 1. Okay, if it is equal to 1, then only it will perform these actions. Otherwise it will end and it will go out of this loop. Okay, so end of this process and then end of the behavior. Okay, so this is the VHDL code for comparator circuitry. Okay, any doubt about this? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Any doubt about this circuit?
No, ma'am. No doubt.
ओके, सगळ्यांना लक्षात आलंय काय करायचंय ते? ओके, सो दिस इज द
मॅम
हां
हॅलो
हॅलो बोला.
मॅम देन नंतर सेमिकोलॉन आहे का नाही?
नाही. देन नंतर नाही, कारण तिथे आपण एंड केलं का स्टेटमेंट? नाही, आपलं इफ तिथेच कंटिन्यू झालं ना, म्हणजे आपण त्यामुळे देन नंतर सेमिकोलन नाही द्यायचा. जिथे जिथे आपण फक्त एंड करतोय, म्हणजे मी आता इथे चेक केलं, ग्रेटर GR इज असाइन टू 1. ओके, तिथेच माझं ते स्टेटमेंट संपलंय, म्हणून मी तिथे सेमिकोलन दिला. आता या इफचा सेमिकोलन कुठे येणार आहे? एंड इफ नंतर येणार आहे. ओके, जिथे आपण ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो एंड इफ. इथे पण मला सेमिकोलन द्यायला लागेल. ओके, जिथे जिथे आपण आता इथून सुरू झालेलं स्टेटमेंट आपलं एंड नंतर संपतंय, मग तिकडे सेमिकोलन येणार आहे. ओके, या एल्स नंतर पण सेमिकोलन येणार नाही. ओके, कारण तिथेच आपलं स्टेटमेंट अजून पुढे कंटिन्यू होणार आहे. सो सेमिकोलन विल नॉट बी प्रेझेंट आफ्टर देन और आफ्टर एल्स. ओके, सो हियर दिस इज द बिहेवियरल मॉडेलिंग ऑफ कंपॅरेटर सर्किटरी. प्रत्येक वेळेला लक्षात ठेवायचं की इथे आपण काय करतोय, जेव्हा जेव्हा आपलं स्टेटमेंट एंड करतोय तिथे सेमिकोलन देणार आहे. म्हणजे आपण लायब्ररी मधलं लायब्ररी डिक्लेरेशन केल्यानंतर स्टेटमेंट एंड केलं, सेमिकोलन दिला. त्याच्यानंतर एनटीटी मधलं, आता जेव्हा आपली एनटीटी आपण चालू करतोय, एनटीटीचं नाव दिलं आणि त्याच्यानंतर आपण इज म्हणतोय, एनटीटी कंपॅरेटर इज. ओके, सो इन दॅट केस देर विल नॉट बी सेमिकोलन. बट whenever we are ending that entity, that means where we are writing end of this end of comparator, that time there should be semicolon. Are you getting this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So for today we will stop here. Okay, in the next lecture we will going to start with 4-bit adder. If you have any doubt you can ask. Okay.
No any doubt, ma'am.
Okay, no doubt. So let us stop here. In the next lecture we will discuss about 4-bit adder.